This is my second Munich Security Conference, and it became quite evident to me last year that there are two reasons why it's so unique. First of all, it is deeply substantive. High-level participation, meaningful conversations. But secondly, at the same time, it has still, after these 47 years, a real and genuine air of informality and give and take. I think that's just as important as the substance, but it's the combination of those two that I think makes it particularly unique, at least in my experience.
I think the secret of Munich is that we actually have a tradition of putting 300 or 350 international decision makers into one room for 2 days. That's actually not quite true, because there is a downstairs beer cellar, there are several restaurants, there are bilateral meeting rooms. But the essence of Munich is that we're all together and that everybody, every participant, whether he is a defense minister, a national security specialist, a head of state, or a professor, can talk to everybody else. That creates an atmosphere of intimacy and great intensity. That's Munich.
Is they get a lot done when they're in the big grand saal, but they also get a lot done outside of the big room. Private rooms like this, conversations. And it's that combination, I should add as well, which makes this quite special. In terms of new challenges, look at what's been unfolding in Northern Africa over the past several weeks.
Cyber is a new threat, as is terrorism, as is tectonic shifts in the global power structure. Less growth in Europe, more growth in Asia. What does that mean for our future power relationship in the world, and in particular for the Euro-Atlantic link?
The stalwart core, NATO issues, Afghanistan, reconstruction and rebuilding of Iraq, Middle East peace, the themes that have been with us now for many years remain with us, but we've had the agenda broadened without question.
Germany and the United States, that's the core of this conference. That's how it first got started. It used to be in the 1960s during the Cold War, it used to be just Germans and Americans. Germans wanted to be sure that Americans knew how threatened Germany was with the Soviet army right at our doorstep. So it was important to bring American senators and congressmen and other people from the administration over to Germany to make sure they understood how threatened we felt and how much we needed American protection in those days. Now, from this core US-German gathering from the days of the Cold War has grown a much larger meeting with many nations represented.
Well, we are proud to have the largest delegation here again. I believe we've had the largest delegation for every one of the 47 Munich security conferences. And we obviously have been in this from the ground floor. And while the world has gotten more complicated, certainly as we see unfolding before our eyes, as other countries emerge, one thing has not changed, and that is the US-German sort of bond at the core of this remains the case.
I want people to understand that we are very serious as organizers, and I know that that's true for all of my participants, in trying to figure out how we can prevent the next conflicts in Europe and elsewhere in the world. So I think this is about peace, about progress, about stability, and about democracy.